Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown, both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Handoff to the back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it right near the end zone. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, TCU.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Fighting him off. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball for 31.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football, and you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. Looking to pass this time. Snags a quick throw. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
TCU 14, LSU 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end, and got stopped. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Down he goes. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, TCU 14, LSU 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense went with the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That ball snagged for a completion. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. LSU has moved into the red zone. Quarterback producing up adjustments now for this defense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The pass rusher. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
Now the important point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense takes the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll toss it to the right side. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Catch made on the out route. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. An explosive play, moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Getting set. Here's second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. After a slow start, this offense has finally gotten something going. Can they build more momentum here before halftime? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They break him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff running right. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Second down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first and is still going. He's got room looking for the end zone. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth, both defenses reeling at the moment. Receiver makes the grab, and the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Catch is made way down inside the 30. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Grab made by the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in.
Will he score here? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to begin the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Now it's second down here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
That gain sets up a third down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Now, a fourth down.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looking to scramble. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. 1st and goal for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. And they'll set up for the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll run it here. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, the defense does their job and keeps them out of the end zone. Now it brings up a 4th down late in this game. As a head coach, you got to make a decision and go for the field goal to take the lead here.
And it's good, right down the middle. And they jump back in front. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
This one will be fair caught. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Receivers are bunched together. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Catch made down inside the 10. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your littler slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, and keep those sticks moving.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Goes to the sideline, stabs out after a short gain.
Boy, great job here getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Second down after that short completion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone cover. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down here for this offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught. Completion. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
1st and goal. A late touchdown here will just about secure the victory. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Touchdown, LSU. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Oh, he tosses it back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
We don't see this play happen very often, and this is probably why. There's just too many things that go into this. You're putting the ball in the hands of a skilled player who's not necessarily a great passer.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's intercepted. Ball carrier running through tackles. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running, airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And the interception will end at the final play of the ballgame. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. He was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.